What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
All right, here we go with AE Dynamite recap. This week's Dynamite took place in Winnipeg, Canada, and it was the home of somebody. The show started abruptly. Here's Tony Schiavone in the ring with a table, 2 chairs. Looked like we was going to have a contract signing. Pyro went off as if Dynamite was the Dynamite, show intro pyro that went off. It kind of startled and confused confused Tony Schiavone a little bit. Looks like somebody mistimed a few things, I guess. Don't know how that works, but somewhere there must have. So either as the Dynamite promo was going off, and Tony Schiavone was trying to announce the contract signing between MJF and Kenny Omega, somebody might have just called it audible, said, look, we goofed up, or this is their way of, hey, this will make everybody feel that's a big surprise. Well, a familiar music hit. It was Fozzie's Judas, and everybody knows who's the lead singer of that group is, and who comes out to that interest music is none other than Chris Jericho. Yes, Chris Jericho made his surprise return to AEW. He got a really good response, I think, from the hometown, birth state crowd, or home state. Wait a minute, I'm trying to think. He was actually born in New York, wasn't he? Anyway, I can't remember. Canada has always been home to him, even though he lives in Florida now or some shit like that. But anyway, got a good response and got in the ring. Did his waving the arms. People, like I say, responded well to that. He simply said, "Winnipeg, AEW, I'm home." So looks like the cornerstone, Chris Jericho, is back in AEW. I mean, they have been doing pretty good. Let's see. I'll do that later, but ratings have been kind of coming up lately. So hopefully they're on the right track and trying to elevate up as things are going on, because they really need it. And speaking of the contract signing, it finally happened. They came out to the ring, Kenny Omega and MJF. No moderator, just the two of them, and there was an agreement if Kenny Omega struck MJF first, then he won't get the shot championship. The match is canceled. If MJF strikes Omega, then Omega becomes the new champion. I think that's how I said it. Or they will strip MJF of that championship. They both quickly signed it, and as MJF was about to say something, Omega cut him off, said he knows what he's trying to do. MJF looks in the mirror with his nice clothes, new hair plugs. which honestly, it did look a little fuller than usual. At least it looked a little fuller than it did last week. Could have been me. Trying to convince everyone that the reason the ratings is had a boost is because of MJF. He's convinced the boys in the locker room, convinced Tony Khan, and even trying to convince him. MJF shot back saying he talked to Omega's doctors and basically his intestines close to exploding and can do it any minute now, and he'd be better off dead. And that's when Kenny flipped the table. Speedball came in, kept everything separated, then challenged MJF to a match on tonight's program. MJF accepted after Kenny said, "Hey, I spoke to your doctors, MJF, and he says you're missing your balls." So that's how they got your main event of the night: MJF versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Speedball, of course, another hometown Canadian. All right. First match of the night was The Demand versus Kenny Omega, Jungle Boy, and Brody King. Omega scored a victory for his team with the One-Winged Angel. Next up, good match here, solid match. PAC versus Will Ospreay. PAC attacked Will at the entrance, hitting him with a brainbuster right there on the floor. Here comes the medical staff. Make sure he's okay. Ask him if he's okay. Say, hey, don't continue with this match. You're hurt. You don't need to do this today. Take the day off. Hold on a second, folks. Oops, ain't gonna work either. Fight another day, but oh, God dang it. Shouldn't have messed with anyway. But Will Ospreay was like, no, I'm ready to fight. So he rolls into the ring. PAC took over. PAC hit the Black Arrow into the Brutalizer. Will made it to the ropes, but PAC rolled him away from it. But Ospreay countered, rolling into a Peterson for the pinfall victory. Then he got attacked by the Death Riders. Moxley stopped Castagnoli from hitting his stomp on the chair. He said, "Will, you gotta ask yourself, did we put you in this spot, or did you put yourself in this spot?" And said, "Don't make it personal." And of course, the announcers were like, "Kind of hard. You kind of making it personal, dude." Next up, we had ladies action: the Triangle of Madness versus Mina Sarakawa and the Brawling Birds. Jamie Hayter would hit the Haterade on I believe blue to score the victory on this one. That's when, after that, Darby Allin came out. He said he wants to talk to the devil. He wants to talk to the devil, meaning MJF. Don Callis comes out, said the guy who's paying him, which is MJF, said if he beats one of his family members of our choosing, then he will get a shot at championship. That person wound up being Andrade. The family members would try to attack him. He kind of Holly didn't get touched. Brody King and Jack Perry came in to kind of help him out, and there was like a little awkward moment right before the commercial break. Then Kenny Omega came out, and we went to commercial break, and that was it. Nothing happened, I guess. And the main event of the evening was MJF versus Speedball Bailey. Another solid match, a little more balance. MJF is showing why he's the champ. Commentator's doing a great job talking about how smart of a wrestler he is, being always aware of where he is in the ring. In the end, it was MJF hitting the tombstone pile driver on the apron. Then God bless America, he hits the heat seeker for the win. After the bell rings, he went on to attack Speedball. Then Kenny Omega, who was doing commentary, ran in to help him out. Which I guess that whole, if he struck him during the contract signing would get him disqualified from the Smash. I guess I don't know. It's AEW. Sometimes they don't explain anything, but like I said, glad they're kind of doing better in the ratings.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.